Hello students, this is Ujjwala Bhandiwad, lecturer from KLS Gokte PU College of Commerce and Science, Belagavi. Today we are going to learn about K-map. As you can see here students, K-map is a graphical display of fundamental products in a truth table, which we call it as a K-map. It was originally developed by a person called E.V. Which. Later, it was modified by a scientist called Maurice Karnaugh. Hence, it is also known as K-map. You can see in the right side of the screen, I have written general K-map. See, basically K-map is used to solve, or you can say to simplify, the Boolean expression. So to solve the Boolean expression, we will be having some formulas. So general K-map means what? It is the formula. We can assume that a Boolean expression may contain sometimes 2 variables, sometimes 3 variables. Like that it may contain n number of variables. So we are going to learn for our syllabus how to solve the Boolean expression up to 4 variables. In today's class, we will first begin with our 2 variable K-map. Okay, you can see in the right hand side, 2 variable K-map consists of 2 variables. Which are they? X and Y if I take. Then here the general K-map consists of 4 important squares. Each square represents a min term. Okay, M0, M1, M2 and M3. These are the min term values which are noted in the general K-map. So now let us take the first example of 2 variable K-map. So first we solve the first question, that is simplify f of x comma y is equal to x bar by plus xy bar plus xy. So students, this is our first Boolean expression given to us. By using the general K-map, we have to solve. So let us understand how to solve. First, as given in the general K-map, we have to draw the general K-map. So I am drawing it in the first step. I am drawing the general K-map like this. Okay, this is x bar and this is x. This is y bar and this is y. Now next, after writing this, you can see in the general K-map that we have the min-term values. Okay, so wherever the min-term values are there, we have to mark them as 1. So here first one is x bar y. So x bar y means, here you can see x bar is in this line and y is in this line. Okay, so horizontally x bar y. So here I will mark it as 1. Next thing is x y bar. So where it comes in the next horizontal line x, then comes y bar. So x, y bar. Here I will mark it as 1. Final term in the Boolean expression we have is xy. So this xy comes x in this line, y in this line. So here I am going to mark. So first I have drawn the K-map. I have marked the terms as 1, 1, 1. Now what I have to do? I have to mark which are adjacent one as I have to mark it in this way. See here. These are adjacent squares containing 1. Okay. This I will mark it as sub cube 1. Similarly, this is adjacent squares consisting of 1. This I will mark it as sub cube 2. So when I take sub cube 1 and sub cube 2, in this way the second step I have marked it. Okay. Now I have to solve it like this. First, sub cube 1, this sub cube 1 gives the result, that is sub cube 1 gives the result. You can write it. What result it gives is equal to xy bar plus xy. Okay. Once I mark, now I have to remove anything common in between the terms. Which is common here? X is common. So I will write is equal to x. Similarly, sub cube 2 gives the result as x y bar students, in the first term we have to write this is the second cube I am talking, so it is x and y plus I have here one more thing, that is x bar y. So when I consider in between these two terms, I have common term as y. So I write here as y. Hence, the final result, therefore, f of x comma y is equal to, I will get as x plus y. So in this way, students, we will able to solve. I hope you can see it. Finally, we will come across x plus y. So in this way, we have to solve the Boolean expression. Now let me take one more example. Okay. So suppose I take one more example. Simplify f of a comma b is equal to ab bar plus ad. Okay, this is the question they have given to us. Again we have to take the general K-map. See here, general K-map, we are drawing it like this. It consists of 4 squares. We have to mark x bar, x. We have to mark y bar and y. Once we mark, see here, x bar, y bar, x and y. But in our question, they have given us a and b. So, variable names can be anything. So, you have to adjust your K-map accordingly. So, here, instead of writing x bar and y bar, I will use AB. Okay. So, here I will write as a bar and a, and here I will write map, only the notations have been changed. Okay, so here A B bar. A B bar means A is here, B bar is here. So I have to mark here as 1. Next thing, AB. Where AB comes? AB comes in this bar. Okay. So in this is only one subcube I have. This is only one subcube I have. Therefore, subcube gives the result. What result it gives? AB bar plus AB. In this, the common term in this is A. Hence, the final answer is A. So, in this way, you can solve the two variable K map. Okay. So, now students, let me brief you about the three variable K map. See, in the right hand side you can see the three variable K map where you will have totally 8 number of squares. Okay, A, B, C are the three variables, but it consists of how many squares? Totally 8 squares it consists of. So the first square is M0, then M1, then M3, M2, M4, M5, M7 and 6. You may be thinking why it is not 6, 7 continuously. No. Students, it is a formula. You have to remember it carefully that every square consists of its own minterm and the minterm value is different. You cannot write directly 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it is wrong. Okay, it is the formula, you have to remember it. Okay, so now let me take one example. How to simplify? There are three variable K map. Okay, so to do that, I'll take one example here. Simplify f of A, B, C is equal to A bar, B bar, C bar plus A bar, B bar, C plus A bar, B, C. So this is the question they have given to you and you have to solve it by using the general K map. So for that purpose, I will draw the general K map which consists of 8 squares. See here, totally 8 squares I am drawing. You have to mark the values here, that is A bar, A, then the variables B bar, C bar, B bar, C, BC and finally BC bar. So once you write this formula, now you have to mark. Given question is this, A bar, B bar, C bar. So where it comes, A bar is here, B bar, C bar is here. So write the 1 in this square. After that you have A bar, B bar, C. So here write down A bar, B bar, C is here. So write down the 1 here. Final term is A bar, BC. A bar, BC comes. A bar is here, BC is here. So write down here. Okay. So now students, earlier when in the two variable K map, I have used one term, that is subcube. Okay. So now remember what is a subcube means? Adjacent squares consisting of one, we call it as subcube. Okay, adjacent two squares. But here we are having 3 squares. We cannot mark 3 squares into one. No, we cannot group it in that way. Okay, so for that purpose, what we have to do? Make the group of 1 this is one subcube. I mark it as subcube 1. Mark this as another one, and this I will mark it as subcube 2. Okay, so this is subcube 1, this is subcube 2. See here, this is shared between this subcube as well as this subcube. Okay, now subcube 1 gives the result. What result it gives? I have to simplify this. It has A bar, B bar, C bar plus A bar, B bar, C. Okay. Now, in this, which is common term, I have to take. So, in this, A bar, B bar is the common term. So, I have to take A bar and B bar. Okay. Now, subcube 2. This is subcube 1. Subcube 2, in this, what is the result we get? See here, A bar, B bar, C plus A bar, B, C is equal to, okay, which is the common term among this? We can see here A bar, C is common. A bar, C is common. Therefore, we will come across the solution as f of A, B, C is equal to A bar, B bar plus A bar, C. So, students, you can see here, finally, we will come across this answer. Okay. So, in this way, you can solve the 3 variable K-map. Okay. So, again, with the more problems, we will be continuing in the next class. Okay. Thank you.